Hi everyone, my name's Max Hanna and I'm one of the co-founders of the Social Selling Company. I've put together this short presentation to share with you a case study with RMG Networks in relation to our LinkedIn managed service. Our LinkedIn managed service is where we run LinkedIn campaigns on behalf of our clients, and we've successfully run them for a number of organizations. A few of them are listed here with the likes of the Ministry of Sound, Exasol, Fidessa, and we've done training for parts of Equifax and Oracle. And today I'm going to be taking you through a case study with RMG Networks. RMG Networks are a global leader in visual displays, visual wallboards that can be found in contact centers, retail stores. They're based out of Texas, but they have a European division, and we worked with their European team to target HR directors and internal communications directors to engage them around RMG's offering and to get them to a thought leadership event in Tower 42. So at the beginning of the process, we identified Rob Brinklow, who's their sales director there at RMG, and it's Rob Brinklow that we were going to run the campaign from. So with our LinkedIn managed service, although we can definitely run campaigns via sponsored ads, more often than not, we tend to do this through an individual's profile because what actually works on social is to build up an organic following and to actually push out content via an individual. So we took over Rob Brinklow's profile, and as we're targeting HR directors and internal communications director, we optimized it and tried to tailor it to that audience. We put in the tagline, helping drive engagement, productivity, and performance. Because if you think about that target audience, that's often what they're trying to do is get more engagement from their staff, higher productivity, and increased performance. And then we went through the bio and optimized it and tailored that to their audience's pain points. So it's a move away from having a LinkedIn profile as a CV, all about your achievements. You need to tailor it to your target audience and to make it as compelling as possible. If you run a social selling campaign correctly, you will get literally thousands of profile views. You need to make sure it's as compelling as possible. And also putting things like a headshot, a professional background image, and there's other tricks of the trade that can really optimize your profile. So once we established Rob as the profile we're going to run the campaign from and optimized it, we then created a content plan. So it's important that Rob was seen as a genuine thought leader in his space. And we put together a content plan to help build credibility within his target market. So talking about how internal communications directors can use tools to improve their communications internally. Maybe that's things like doing gamification initiatives, maybe it's technology or strategies. So we're really trying to put out content that's going to give value to his audience. And we've developed a content plan that works for us, and it's all about releasing posting 3 times a week, one that's personal, one that's product-led, and one that is viral. And then we had a landing page built that's, as you can see here, understand and solve the employee engagement challenge. And you register for the event here, first name, last name, email. So all the traffic on social, all the content we put out, all the message we send, we're all trying to get people to this landing page where they can register for the event. And we're capturing people's contact details, which is all, of course, GDPR compliant once they've registered their details there. And then we set up an email marketing campaign after that. So when people register for the event, they then get an email trigger reminding them of the event a week before, a couple of days before, and then also sending out collateral after the event. And this can all be automated through most email systems. And then what we did is we used a tool called Sales Navigator. So if you haven't used Sales Navigator, it's a premium version of LinkedIn. It costs around £80 a month to upgrade. But what it allows you to do is organize your prospects in a very cool way. So as you can see here, we saved 5,000 leads that match their criteria of HR directors and internal communications directors of 1,000 plus employees. You don't have to be connected with them. So a lot of these are second and third connections, and they don't know that you viewed their profile. But what you start to do is organize your prospects in a very organized way. And then what we did, once we've mapped out those 5,000 prospects, mapped their criteria, we then went out and started to connect with these individuals via Rob's profile. So the reality is that when you do a social selling campaign, you need to be growing your network with your target audience. So you can see here, this is the connection request we sent out saying, "Hi, Rob Brinklow here, Director RMG. I use LinkedIn to share content on how organizations can drive engagement, productivity, and performance through visual displays. Came across your profile, impressed with your experiences. Are okay to connect." So if you had a personal message like this, you can definitely get a good amount of people to respond, and we usually see about a 20 to 40% acceptance rate with these sorts of connections. Now, as we mentioned, not everyone's going to connect with you. So we've got a tool called eGrabber that will actually go and search all of those 5,000 people and try to find their business emails. You may have used tools like Hunter. This is a similar thing called eGrabber. It won't find all their email addresses, usually finds about 60 or 70%. So even though not everyone's going to accept our connection request, we can still pass you over the data of people we want to reach out to. And then, as you can see, as we start to connect with people, and we're starting to post through the network, you can see that, for example, this post, 4 reasons why internal communication strategy needs mobile, 1,355 views, 12 likes, 28 people from Merlin Entertainment saw this post, and you can see a breakdown of the errors. So it's about building your credibility as people are joining your network. You don't want to be messaging them straight away. You want to be posting content, building your credibility, and again, trying to take a thought leadership position. After this, when people do accept, we send everyone a quick note. So we said, for example, here, hi, Paul, thanks for accepting my connection request. Forward to having you on the network. If you can help for introductions to anyone, please let me know. So when you message people with the first outreach, try to keep it short, a quick thank you. Don't try to position anything, but just try to, build yourself up as someone who's credible and genuine. So as we were connecting, we sent this first message to all those new connections. And then a day later, or a couple of days later, we'd send out the invite to the event. So say, hi, Paul, thanks for the I would like to invite you to a lunch followed by a free exclusive invitation-only thought leadership session and gamification workshop. Goes on to explain a bit about the event and where you can register. So that's the second message. And then you can start to see in the Sales Navigator inbox people responding. So there's people saying, like, hi, Rob, just registered for the event. Looks really interesting. Look forward to seeing you on the day. Another response here, this is really exciting stuff. Visual employee engagement is something I think can completely change the way we engage with our colleagues. It's innovative, has instant impact, and also memorable. I'd like to find out more. Are you able to send this content via my work email? So if you do these sort of campaigns correctly, your inbox should be full of these sort of positive feedback. If you get it right, if you've done the first stages initially, and you're messaging people with value, with content, it could be an event, could be a webinar, could be a white paper, could be an industry report. These are the things that work really well on social. And again, if you want to, although we do run our campaigns through individuals, we can do sponsored ads as well. So here we did actually run a sponsored email campaign to some of those people that didn't connect, just inviting them to the event also. And you can get stats on open rates and click-through rates from that. And you can also do things like sponsored content as well. So there's definitely an array of options there as well. And then this is just some feedback from Yuri, who's their marketing director in the UK, who we work with. So I sent him a message on LinkedIn just saying, how did the event go? And he responded like this: you should build a case study out of RMG and shove it under the noses of some potential SMB B2B clients. So that's exactly what I did. It was really good. 43 attendees as far as I know, 9 follow-up meetings to take place. Our global CEO congratulations on the turnout and organization, as well as very high quality of speakers and presentations. And that's from a single month of activity from running this campaign. So if that could, like I said, that could be 43 attendees to an event, a webinar, a white paper, whatever your call to action is. LinkedIn can definitely get you some results if you get the messaging right. And the total results over actual 3 months of working with them, so 43 registrations in month 1. Over 3 months, they've got 16 meetings, qualified meetings, 3,000 new connections, 5,000 new email addresses that we passed over, 45 white paper downloads, 100 plus point drive viewers, 10,000 content views, and over 100 conversations started. And this is all through a single LinkedIn account managing Sales Navigator on behalf of the sales director there at RMG. So how can we help? So that's just an example of the case study we've done with RMG. But we here at the Social Selling Company, like I said, we offer a managed service where we can manage either your LinkedIn account or a LinkedIn account within your organization and really do all the kind of boring admin and coming up with the strategy on your behalf. And that we charge £1,200 a month for that. And we can also do LinkedIn campaign management with email at £1,500 per month. And if you want us to run a managed service for you to get the similar results to RMG, all we need is details of your target audience, content minimum of 1 post per week, but don't worry, we'll help you with the content plan, whether that's actually writing stuff or just using stuff that you've already got around, or news articles, stuff from YouTube. We'll help guide you on that content. And the call to action message, in the case of RMG, it's an event, And we can also do content production on your behalf for anywhere from £500 to £200, from £50 to £200 per post, if you don't have any desire to do your own content. But like I said, we will guide your hand on that because it's very critical. And in terms of how it works, so week 1, we do your LinkedIn audit and create the content plan for you. Week 2, we'll create a landing page if you need one. So you saw in RMG where they were registering for the event, but it may be that you already have a landing page. So in that case, we can just jump straight to week 3, where the cycle begins with 750 contacts. So what we do is we identify 750 people that match your criteria. In RMG's case, it was HR directors, internal communications directors. We save those in Sales Navigator so you can view them. We then connect with all those 750. As they're coming into your network, we publish content on day 4. Day 5, we then send an intro message like, thanks for connecting. If we can help with anything, let me know. And day 7, we send a call to action message. So that could be your event, white paper. You may even jump straight with a call, although we try to advise to lead with content in the first instance. And in terms of weekly stats, we usually see a 20 to 40% acceptance rate, so 150 to 300 new connections a week, 500 plus content views a week on the content we put out, and a 2 to 8 response rate from the direct messaging. So if we're in the example of RMG sending out registrations, you should see about 3 to 24 leads a week, people registering for your content. And again, it's a similar cycle, but if you want us to add email, on day 9, we'll email all those 750 leads, all the ones we can get the data from, to follow up with. And usually the email response rate is about 0.5 to 4%. So you should see about 2 to 12 leads from email marketing. Email marketing is still really effective, but with GDPR coming into place, it's going to change how you can do cold outreach. Before you could get away with assuming opt-in, but now if you send one cold email, you don't hear anything back, you have to assume opt-out, and you can't follow up, and you need to have an unsubscribe link with those emails as well. When they go for the landing page, you're going to need to have double opt-in to make sure you're GDPR compliant. And what you need on your side to make this a success is to call the prospects provided by TSSC. So a lot of we still are believers in telemarketing. We're still believers in email marketing. A lot of people are saying social selling's killed the cold call. It hasn't. What we do is we use LinkedIn to provide you with warm data. People have registered for content, engaged with your content, either viewed your profile, and all these people, then you need to pick up the phone, have a chat with them. They should be easy calls, and that's how you're going to convert these into real business opportunities. And it's something we've done for a number of organizations. And that is a quick overview of a particular case study. If you want to get in touch, there's my email on the screen, mh@thesocialsellingcompany.co.uk, or my number there as well, 07465 222 171. I hope you got a lot of value from that, and hopefully some tips that you can take back to your business. And if you have any questions, like I said, feel free to reach out, and we'll end it there. Thank you very much for watching that, and all the best.